Everyone thinks they understand NVIDIA. Yeah, the graphics card company, right? Sure, and Tesla just makes cars. While the market obsesses over Fed rate cuts and crypto scams, NVIDIA is quietly wiring the backbone of AI, defense, automation, and, basically, the entire 21st century. They aren't joining the revolution, they're coding it. And by the time most investors catch on, NVIDIA might already own the future. So let's stop pretending this is just another tech stock. It's the most important company you barely understand. In 10 years, AI won't support the economy. It will be the economy. From healthcare to defense, finance to cybersecurity, AI runs it all, and NVIDIA runs the AI. Even Google, Amazon, and Microsoft? Yep, they still need NVIDIA just to stay in the game. So here's what we're diving into. NVIDIA's empire of gaming, AI, and robotics. Their unbreakable software moat. The next-gen chips that could dominate the 2030s. The AI boom they're fueling. Their grip on science, geopolitics, and trillion-dollar markets. Welcome to 10D Insights, where we cut through the noise and give you the real story behind the stocks you love or not. Let's get into it. Let's start with the basics. Most companies dominate one market. NVIDIA is running $3 trillion markets at the same time. Pillar number 1, gaming. The legacy cash cow. NVIDIA owns over 80% of the discrete GPU market. The GeForce RTX series powers everything from esports to 3D animation to AI startups bootstrapping their first model. Gaming GPUs are no longer just for gamers. They're entry-level AI compute units for developers who can't afford H100s. Revenue, $11.4 billion in 2024 from gaming alone. Growth, PC gaming and esports still growing worldwide. Insight, gaming is predictable cash flow, funding the risky stuff. And while everyone talks about H100s and data centers, NVIDIA quietly makes billions a year from gamers who just want to play Call of Duty in 4K. Pillar number 2, AI and data centers, the true goldmine. NVIDIA's data center segment grew 217% year over year in 2024. It already accounts for nearly 2/3 of the company's total revenue. Why? Because every meaningful AI breakthrough today is built on NVIDIA chips. ChatGPT runs on NVIDIA. Tesla's FSD trained on NVIDIA. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, all NVIDIA infrastructure. NVIDIA powers the training, inference, and day-to-day operation of nearly every major AI model on the planet. And the bigger the model, the more GPUs you need. Think of it this way, the smarter AI gets, the richer NVIDIA becomes. Is chef's kiss. Pillar number 3, automotive and robotics, the silent trillion-dollar bet. Most people think NVIDIA's future is tied to AI chatbots and image generation. Nice. Cute, but here's the real story. Self-driving and robotics. NVIDIA Drive powers autonomous systems for Mercedes, Volvo, and BYD. NVIDIA Isaac trains robotics AI for factories, warehouses, and logistics. NVIDIA Orin is becoming the de facto brain for robots. By 2030, AI in automotive could be worth $600 billion. Robotics, AI, up to $3.8 trillion by 2040. NVIDIA isn't just building chips, it's building brains for machines. Here's where it gets scary. In a good way. Anyone can make a chip, but no one can replicate CUDA, NVIDIA's proprietary software platform that's been in development since 2006. It's the bridge between AI hardware and the algorithms running on it. Every AI model in production today is optimized for CUDA. Developers are trained in CUDA workflows. CUDA has 100 times more maturity than anything AMD or Intel can offer. It's like iOS for AI. You can't just switch platforms. The switching cost is brutal. Even if a competitor matches NVIDIA's performance, they'll still lose, because the software stack won't exist. CUDA is what makes NVIDIA not just a chip company, but a platform company. If you think NVIDIA's lead is narrowing, think again. They're 2 to 3 generations ahead of the competition, and the gap is widening. Blackwell, B100. It's set to be delivered by the end of the year. 2x the performance of H100. Better energy efficiency. Designed for next-gen LLMs and multimodal AI. Pre-orders are through the roof from Microsoft, Meta, AWS, and Oracle. Translation: the next generation of AI breakthroughs, all trained on Blackwell chips. Rubin R100. We'll likely see it in 2026. Up to 10x more performance than Blackwell. Engineered for AGI, robotics, and full autonomy. Built to power AI workloads that don't even exist yet. NVIDIA's roadmap is already future-proofing for the unknown. By the time AMD or Google match H100 performance, NVIDIA will be 2 chips ahead. Quick pause. If this is blowing your mind just a little, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Here's something barely anyone's talking about: but it's a paradigm shift. Welcome to the AI factory, not a metaphor. A real digital production line where AI is built at industrial scale. An AI factory is a digital production line where instead of assembling cars or chips, you train, deploy, and refine AI models. And NVIDIA? They invented the concept. Literally, NVIDIA's AI factory architecture, centralized data ingestion, multimodal model training, vision, text, sensors, continuous fine-tuning loops, real-time inference deployment. Companies like Tesla, Foxconn, and Meta are using this factory model for self-driving algorithms, industrial robotics, product personalization engines. Every AI model in the future will be born inside an AI factory, and NVIDIA will be selling the blueprints, chips, software, and services. That's NVIDIA in the AI economy. Most analysts severely underestimate NVIDIA's total addressable market. Let's break it down. AI chips, $400 billion market by 2027. AI economy, $15.7 trillion of global economic value by 2030. AI software stack, billions in licensing and APIs. Autonomous vehicles, $600 billion plus. Robotics, $3.8 trillion by 2040. Medical, military, finance, AI, trillions in combined value. And NVIDIA sits in the middle of every single one. But TAM is just the start. NVIDIA is now stacking software and services on top of the hardware. NVIDIA is starting to monetize its AI software and cloud APIs. NVIDIA is now offering AI as a service with pre-trained models. NIMs, NVIDIA, Inference Microservices, plug-and-play tools for companies to integrate AI without building their own models. Cloud-native inference, AI automation, and vertical AI APIs are next. Soon, NVIDIA will generate recurring revenue like a SaaS company, on top of selling $40,000 GPUs. While Wall Street drools over AI, there's an entire world of scientific computing where NVIDIA is quietly irreplaceable. Supercomputers, all NVIDIA. 90% plus of the world's top supercomputers use NVIDIA GPUs. Systems like Summit, Selene, and Perlmutter rely on NVIDIA to solve real-world problems. Protein folding, drug simulations, weather forecasting, particle physics, even CERN, yes, that CERN, uses NVIDIA-powered AI to sort through petabytes of Large Hadron Collider data. Translation? NVIDIA isn't just driving memes and LLMs, it's helping decode the laws of the universe. And as quantum computing and deep learning converge, NVIDIA's CUDA stack and GPU architecture will play a foundational role in scientific breakthroughs across climate, health, and materials science. Here's where things get a little strategic. AI is not just about money, it's about power, and governments know it. NVIDIA has become a strategic asset. The US restricts advanced GPU exports to China because NVIDIA chips are now classified as dual-use military technology. H100 chips are powering AI models for defense, surveillance, autonomous drones, and battlefield simulations. DoD, CIA, and NATO countries are all investing in NVIDIA-backed AI research. Meanwhile, China is scrambling to develop its own GPUs, Biren, Huawei Ascend. But even Chinese cloud companies like Alibaba and Baidu still depend on NVIDIA GPUs smuggled through proxies. In geopolitical terms, NVIDIA is now to AI what oil was to the 20th century. Whoever controls NVIDIA's tech stack controls the digital arms race of the 21st century. And investors, you're not just betting on a company, you're betting on the global infrastructure of digital dominance. Let's bring it home. NVIDIA today is worth around $2.9 trillion. Sounds expensive? Maybe. But let's break it down. Revenue in 2024, $61 billion. Projected revenue in 2026, $150 billion to $200 billion. That's more than Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm combined. Net margins, 45 to 55% ROE, insane, 100% plus. Free cash flow, $27 billion and rising. Blackwell takes over the cloud. Rubin powers AGI, AIA, PIS become recurring revenue. Automotive and robotics ramp up. If NVIDIA holds the crown across AI chips, software, and services, $10 trillion might be the floor, not the ceiling. Most companies try to win existing markets. NVIDIA? It creates new markets, and then dominates them. It didn't just enter gaming GPUs, it redefined the market. It didn't just ride AI, it built the AI economy. It didn't just partner with auto companies, it's designing their brains. It's not just selling hardware, it's selling the entire AI operating system. If you're wondering why NVIDIA trades at a premium, it's because you're not just buying a company, you're buying a vision that's 10 years ahead. If you made it this far, congrats, you now understand NVIDIA better than half of CNBC. So hit subscribe and stick around. We'll keep breaking down the next trillion-dollar moves without yelling like Jim Cramer after 2 Red Bulls.